In today's episode, we are going to learn about the Move tool and the Marquee selection tool in Photoshop. Coming up. Hey, what's up? This is Harshvardhan and welcome to another superb episode. In today's episode, we'll take a look at the Move tool and the Marquee selection tool. Move tool is the most used tool in Adobe Photoshop. As the name itself suggests, the Move tool is used to basically move one part of the layer onto the other, or move the one layer or the different object in and around the canvas. And the Marquee selection is also very important when you want to make the quick selection using the Marquee selection tool. So we'll take a deep dive into each and every option available in these tools. And before we go any further, please do subscribe to this channel if you have not already subscribed. And to subscribe, just click the big red button below this video and don't forget to click the bell icon as well. That way you will not miss any new video from this channel. And if you want to learn the Photoshop and photography, please consider becoming a premium member of my website harshvardhanart.com. And with the premium membership, you can have the access to all of my courses, my Lightroom presets, my Photoshop Action, my image overlays, my textures packs, and much more. So there is a discounted link in the description section below. Make sure you check that out and consider becoming a premium member. Having said that, let's get started.
So now we are going to learn the different tools in Adobe Photoshop. So first tool, which is over here on the top of this, that is the Move tool. You can have the access to this Move tool by pressing V, or you can come over here and click on this icon, and that way you will be having the access to the Move tool. And Move tool is, as it is very much clear from the name itself, that is used to move the certain part of the image around the canvas. Okay, so if you have certain part of the layers like this, and if I paint something like this and I want to move this over here, so I can choose the Move tool or press V on our keyboard and I can move it anywhere. So that is the Move tool. So there is nothing in this tool. Then comes the second tool. This is the selection tool. So it has the, let me show you, it has number one, the rectangle Marquee selection tool, ellipse Marquee selection tool, and single row Marquee selection, single column Marquee selection. And all of these basically, they are useful to make the selection. So if I select the first one, which is rectangle Marquee selection, I can select and I can make a selection over here. And if I choose this one, ellipse, so it is going to create an ellipse and it is going to create this circle. And if you want a perfect circle, then you need to press shift, and that way it will proportionate to the exact circle. Okay, and then if you want to select the single Marquee tool, so it is going to select this single line. All right, and if you want the single Marquee selection vertical line, so this is going to select the vertical line. This is how you can use this tool. And over here we have some options. So at the moment we have selected this one, that means it is going to create a new selection. And if we check this one, so it is going to add to the selection. So let me show you, and if I click once again, it is going to add to the selection. Okay, and let me just show you using this tool. So I'm going to make a selection and I have selected this one, and now if I make a selection, it is going to add to the selection. And if I will keep on adding the selection, it is going to keep on adding to the original selection. And if we select this subtract selection, so it is going to subtract it from the selection. So if I click and make a selection, it is going to subtract it from the original selection. Okay, so this is how you can use this. And then we have the option, which is over here. If I click over here, and what it is going to just subtract the selection. If you have, suppose, let me show you, two selections, so one is over here and one is over here, and you want to subtract these, so you can draw something like this and it is going to subtract those selections, and it is going to give you only these selections. All right, so this is how you can use that. And if you have just by default selected this one and you create a selection, and now if you want to add to this selection, you can press shift on your keyboard and then it will turn into the add to selection option, and you can keep on creating by pressing shift. And if you want to remove certain part of the selection, you need not to go over here, you just need to press alt and create the selection, and it is going to subtract it from that. All right, so this is how you can use this very easily. And over here we have the option of feathering. So suppose if you want this selection to be having some feathers, so let me just show you what I mean. If I made a simple selection with 0 feather, you can see over here we have 0 pixels feather. And if I fill this, so I mean if I press Control backspace, it is going to fill it with the black color, which is over here, or red color, which is my current background color. And you can see the edges are very sharp. But what if I want this selection to be filled with the little bit soft edges? Okay, so for that purpose, what I can do, come over here on the selection and on the feathering, let's say I select 50 pixels feathering. Okay, and if now I make a selection, now this one has a feather. You can see the edges have become rounded because in this case the edges will not be sharp. And if I fill it again, you can see we get this kind of a result. So this is how feathering works. So you can control all of these featherings with the help of this. And this is the style. So you can set the fixed ratio. So if you want to create a selection, then it is going to have the width, fixed width. Then you can write the width you want, like 1 by 1, or like if you press 2 by 1. So let's see what it is going to create. So it is going to create something like this, and you cannot control its width. So on one side it would be, the width would be twice the height of 1. All right, so this is how you can do it. And if you want this way, width of 2 and height of 4, let's say. And now if I do this, you can see I can create this kind of option. All right, and if I just check the fixed size, then whatever size I'm going to put over here, it is going to create a selection only of those size. Okay, and not more than that. So if I just click, it is going to create that size. And let me just make a 640 by, let's say, 340. And if I create, you can see it is going to create the perfect circle of that perfect selection of that size. And I can lower down the feather. So let's say 0 feather, and if I click, it is going to create that perfect fixed size. And by default, if you go to the normal, you can draw the rectangle or triangle as per your own wish, and you can literally do anything you want with this selection. All right, so this is how you can use this marquee selection tool. So it was very easy.
So thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please hit the like button. If you did not like the video, hit the dislike button. If you have any question or if you want to say something, you can leave that in the comment section below. Again, if you want to learn the Photoshop or the photography, consider becoming a premium member of my website with a minimum monthly or the yearly fees. And with the premium membership, you will have the access to all of my premium courses, my Lightroom presets, my Photoshop actions, image overlays, textures pack, and much more. So there is a discounted link in the description section below. Make sure you check that out. So thank you so much. Bye bye. See you in the next episode. Till then, keep shooting and unleash the creative in you.